All right. Okay, Mom, we're live. I think we are live. Welcome. Okay, today we're showing our
Good morning.
Lasagna Bolognese
With bechamel.
with bechamel. And I'm not kidding. When I had this, I was like, this is the dreamiest meal you could ever have in your life. The sauce, the flavors, you guys, it's like the most to die for ever.
If anybody's
If
anybody's been to Italy.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Hi from Atlanta, they said.
Hi, Atlanta. We used to live there a long time ago. We actually had Joey there.
Guess what? We're actually going to try to be so quick, on the point, and in 30 minutes.
Yes, we're going to do it.
I know, and look how we always are twinning without even trying. I guess we shop and buy the same stuff.
I know.
It's a problem.
It is a problem. I hope everybody had a great weekend. We did. And we've got the best week coming up for you this week. We've got Vivi coming with us. She'll be here on Saturday.
Yes.
And
Vivi Margot is this French lady that we've talked about over and over again. So it's happening Saturday. We could not be more excited. This is like a dream come true for me.
Yes, it is for me too, because she's so darling and she loves all the same things all about France that we do.
Exactly.
And we'll be doing a live on Saturday with her at 10 o'clock. Between now and then, we're going to show...
so dark today.
I know. Between now and then, we're going to show you our lasagna bechamel, or lasagna bolognese with bechamel. And then we have another... This is probably one of the hardest recipes that we have in 2 books. We have for you so many wonderful...
Which this is not hard, it's just time consuming.
No, it's not hard, it's just time consuming. Most of our recipes are easy, 30 minutes or under.
Right.
But this one happens to be a little bit longer.
Plan out a little bit, but it is worth it. If you've never had it, our easy American lasagna is obviously fabulous, but this one is just like... Every time you serve it, it's fancier than any restaurant, better than anything you could ever get, honestly.
Homemade through and through.
Oh, it's so good.
If you know Italy, and if you're Italian, you know what bechamel is. It's a white sauce, and instead of using like cottage cheese or ricotta cheese, this is what they use in their bechamel lasagna. And in Spain and Italy is where it's famous, and it's so good. It's on page 74 in our first book. It tells you to go to page 65 for the actual bolognese. And what bolognese means, it's actually a full-bodied meat sauce. It's very rich and it's meaty. So if you are into pork and beef, this is what is in it. It's been cooking.
So
I started
good.
it at 6:30. The house smells
to die for.
amazing, like a restaurant. And then to go with this, what we are showing today is our Italian bread. And I have it in little loaves both ways, with the sesame seeds and without. Some kids like sesame seeds, some don't.
Yeah.
Which one is your favorite?
I like both. I
do
love
too.
both.
Some regions of Italy only do the sesame seeds.
Yeah.
Others do not. But
So how many loaves did you make this into? 4?
yeah.
Okay, so our Italian bread normally makes 2 massive loaves. But lately, I've been loving to make them smaller. We've been on the smaller kick.
We have.
Because it's just the perfect little portion. But anyways, this bread turned into Italian bread as well is so good.
Turned into Italian.
I mean,
French toast.
no, garlic bread.
Oh, garlic bread. Oh,
garlic
yeah,
bread.
It is.
I meant it turned into garlic bread.
Yeah, or
Ooh,
French
it's so
toast.
good.
It's
And
probably
French
the
toast.
best French toast I've ever eaten with this bread.
Yeah.
But our Italian bread is a little bit lighter crust than our baguettes. And it's a little bit lighter bread. It's so good with the kamut.
Oh, so good.
It's amazing. We'll taste it in a minute. Okay, so to prepare the lasagna bolognese, what you need to do is start about 3 hours before you're going to have dinner. But you know what I'm loving about these lives?
What?
Our dinners are cooked by 10 a.m.
I know.
And honestly, if you could get into the habit of cooking your meals in the morning, it doesn't matter what happens.
Yeah,
In
it's
the
honestly
afternoon.
been super nice because then you don't stress. And it depending on how we make it with the lives, either we cook it off or we then wait. But whatever, it has made life so much easier, and I really enjoyed it, especially with my crazy family.
I'm not kidding. Get up
With
earlier,
all my kids.
prepare your food, and then warm it up or prepare it to the point where all you have to do is put it in the oven.
Right.
And that's what we're going to do
Makes
here.
it very simple.
Oh my
What
goodness.
are you going to do?
Yeah.
Prepare it and then wait to bake it off?
Well, I think we'll bake it off because we need a picture.
Yeah.
But let's get started.
Okay.
Okay? So, today, Lizzie, before we do the recipe, let's tell them, yes, our warehouse is opening today.
I know. Our warehouse. Don't say store, because if you envision a store, you might be a little disappointed. It is such a cute warehouse. Mr. Food Nanny has gone over and beyond. He has worked so hard for it. It's clean, it's all new, it smells nice, and I think it's in a pretty good location.
I do too.
So you can get everything there. All of our hot pads, stuff that actually we don't even have on the website, which I don't know why he's not really doing the one. But there is a beautiful Food Nanny. It's our logo. It's our print on a hand towel, which, anyways, it is so beautiful.
It's cute.
Anyways, there's everything there. There are our new color hot pads, right?
Mm-hmm. Our salt.
They look like this. We've been selling the white color hot pads, but now we've got this. And yeah, our salt, our books, our Kamut, everything.
25-pound bags, 5-pound bags. It's all there for you, for your convenience, to get Kamut cheaper and to buy our amazing salt. And when we get more of our salt containers,
the salt containers will be there. Everything will be there, so it will be really nice. We still have our Highland pickup. I know a lot of you were concerned that that would close down. It's not. And we have Davis County, which she's in Farmington.
That's
I get
Tamra.
that all the time.
Yeah.
And then you can still come to me if you're up in Midway, Heber, because a lot of people have been sad about that. And then slowly the other pickups are going to start happening. Just not yet. Someone said, are you planning to expand internationally? That's the dream.
That's the dream.
Especially France. Just kidding.
Sorry, no, I wanted to tell you. Now, Lisa in Highland and Tamra in Farmington, their hours are pretty much flexible. So just text them. Their numbers will be on the website today. You can text them and they will give you their address.
Yeah.
Okay? But they're pretty much super flexible.
Right.
For you to pick up in Farmington.
They don't have
and
set
Highland.
days and times. It's the warehouse that does. So the address is 4100
Southwest Temple. 4100 Southwest Temple. Yes, I want to make sure to get that right.
Okay, Southwest Temple, yes.
Yes, 4100 Southwest Temple. Today, Mr. Food Nanny and Amy will be there for our first opening today. And so we're so excited about that.
And then
They'll
that
be
is
there
open
on and
on
off as well.
Tuesday through Saturday, 12 to 5.
Yes, Tuesday through Saturday, 12 to 5. Go there, grab our Kamut and our salt. We
want to come to Portugal. Portugal, wow.
Oh.
We've got a girl. Okay.
We
will talk about
I love Portugal. I love
hopefully
Lisbon.
Atlanta. You guys, we want to get everywhere. We want Kamut everywhere, because not only has it changed our life, but the testimonies every day that keep coming in about how you guys feel and just how you can see the taste and the digestion and
food.
Everything. The testimonies that are coming in are honestly it's keeping us
Everybody's
going.
making homemade bread
going.
for the first time. The homemade bread recipe is so easy. Everybody's making it,
Yeah.
making such a difference in their families' lives. Okay.
And yes, we hope the hot pads to be online. We just are waiting for a few more. Everything sells out so quickly online, but they look just like this color. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
They're the best hot pads. My husband's
world.
grandma knits them. I mean, like handmade. And there's a lot of people that do handmade stuff, and she's the best in our opinion. She's the best, and we love everything she does. And we don't sell or talk about anything we don't love.
That's exactly
Love.
right. Okay.
Sorry, I was reading. I thought you were going to keep talking.
Okay. So the Bolognese, Lizzie, can you show this up close? It has been cooking since 6:30 a.m. I started.
Do you want me to flip it?
Yeah. We started this about 6:30 this morning. Like I said, it's a full-bodied meat sauce. There's wonderful ingredients in it, and I wanted to show these ingredients, Lizzie. So we start off with onion, then we add carrot, Then we add celery, including the leaves. We add that to olive oil. And then after that cooks down, we add the wine, actually a cup of red wine. And then we go with our Italian tomatoes. You don't have to have the Italian tomatoes. It just makes all the difference in the world. Then we're adding bay leaves and our great French gray salt to this, which makes it so amazing. And then we, of course, we add our pork and our beef and let it cook down for hours. And this is the final product. Then over here, we need to make our bechamel. And our bechamel is made with butter and milk. And then we add nutmeg and pepper to this. And we just stir it up. There's some also flour with the butter. That's what makes it thick and nice. And we prepare these two things. And then we come over and we get our lasagna prepared. This is my favorite brand of lasagna here in the U.S. This is the one that I love. Remember the blue and the yellow label?
Sometimes, though, this brand and everything is hard to find at like Smith's or something.
That is right.
Because it drives me crazy because it is the best.
It
but
can be harder to find
in other types of pasta.
Yes. The very best is making your own. And in a few weeks, we'll be showing you how we make our own Kamut
Pasta.
lasagna and pasta, yes. But basically what I like to do is I like to cook it off for about 5 minutes. Don't cook it for the entire time so it's much easier to handle. If you get it too done, it will tear. And then the tin foil makes it so easy. You drain the water and then take each one with tongs and lay it out on the tin foil. As soon as the steam goes away, you can make sure that they're lined up nicely. But the tin foil makes it so it's so easy to cool and to take off. Okay? I cook it halfway or almost done, but don't get it overdone or then it's floppy and it's flimsy. So this is the size of lasagna pan I like to use. You can use a 9x13. This one's a little bit deeper and a little bit
We've
bigger.
had this from World Market for over a year and have loved it.
Yes.
So go get this. They still have it all the time and it's very inexpensive too. We love it.
Very, very good one. Then we already have our fresh Parmesan cheese here that's all prepared. We need 1.5 cups of that. And then we're going to make 3 layers. If you want to do more than 3 layers, you can. If you have a smaller pan, that's okay. For years, I didn't have a deep lasagna pan, so a 9x13 is fine. If it runs over and you have too much, just get another little 8x8. Now, if you don't want to make this big of lasagna, you can do 2 8x8s, okay? And we do that often. And eat one, freeze one. That's another way to prepare for a week or 2 down the road. Okay.
Do you know about what size this is?
We'll get the actual size.
I'll look it up.
So what we've done is we've spread some butter on the bottom or all around the pan, rather. And then we'll just put a little sauce down here on the bottom to begin with. Here's a bay leaf that we'll go ahead and remove. Okay, just put a little sauce
I
there.
wish all of you
Let
could
me
taste
grab-
it. That we could have you over. I'm not kidding. This lasagna.
I wish we could have every Fanny over for a big party, and maybe one day we'll plan
Maybe one day
it.
we'll have a big
Yeah,
retreat.
we'll plan it and we'll do that. Okay, so now we just have a little bit to start with. Now we're going to divide. There was actually 23 of these in the package. So we're making 3 layers. So we'll put 6 to 7 down on each layer. Okay? I'm going to put 7 on this one. I'll just put one like right here. And then we'll take 2 cups of our wonderful Bolognese, which means meat. So there's pork and beef in this. And then over here is our bechamel. You know what? I'm going to use
Do you
a
think
different
celery
one.
really makes a difference in the lasagna?
I I do.
Because she says she doesn't use it.
I do, because the Italians love, they call it the Trinity, which is the oftentimes the celery, the carrot, the onion. And they love that taste. So this is 2 cups of the bechamel. And we're just spread it like this.
And if you actually follow, the recipe tells you how it's 2 cups of each, it will get you the exact layers. Because sometimes you know how it doesn't?
Yes.
So that's good.
And 1/2 cup. This is a light lasagna. 1/2 cup of fresh Parmesan. This is very light. And that's what I love about this the very most. It is not a heavy lasagna, and you serve it in a beautiful square with vegetables or a salad on the side. And you don't have to serve bread, of course, with this.
A salad, a vegetable. Someone said I never cook my noodles. I just put them uncooked.
Yes, and you can.
We've done that too.
Yes, you can do that. And there's actually noodles that say uncooked, but you can even do that with this. But I like to cook it off a little bit. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll have, I'm going to put 2 more on here because we don't want to waste our pasta. We don't want to waste our delicious pasta. Okay? All right.
Okay, I wouldn't have done that. All right.
Now.
We don't waste it.
No. We don't want to waste it. Now here's 2 more cups. It's so fun actually to put together. It's just time consuming to make it all, but what you're doing here is a labor of love for your family.
And it pays off.
It's so delicious. You can make this for company, for your family, like I said.
Someone made it and loved it.
Oh goodness.
And
I'm
how
so
long did you
glad.
cook the noodles for?
I cooked these for actually 6 minutes. 5, I was going for 5, but it ended up about 6. So just spread like this. And then another 1/2 cup of fresh Parmesan cheese. Get everything ready and out like this. It's simple to put together. Now we're going to do our last layer. Just like this. And this,
so good.
This foil trick.
Can you freeze it and cook later? Of course.
Yes, freeze it right now.
Of course.
Yes, freeze it right now. And then get it out. Make sure it's unthawed. It's much easier to unthaw and cook it later. Now we have probably 4 lasagna recipes in all of our...
Oh my heavens. Hello from Cyprus.
Well, oh my word, I have been
Have
to
you ever
Cyprus.
tried grated, how do you say that? Halloumi? I know I'm not going to say that right.
That's a cheese.
I always grate some on top of the last layer of bechamel sauce.
I have not tried it. We need
Yum.
to. We need to do that. I have actually been to Cyprus. Oh my goodness.
That is so
That's
neat.
someone I met there. Oh.
Preparing the Bolognese sauce right now. Can I substitute anything for the tomato paste? I'm out.
Not really. Just leave it out. You'll be fine. Just leave it out. Now,
I mean, we've got Cyprus and what was now I forgot. Denmark or something.
Oh, this is amazing. Welcome, everyone.
Portugal.
Welcome, everyone. I love Lisbon. I love Portugal. Love your wonderful country. Your food is amazing. Your soups are incredible. Some of my favorite restaurants are actually there in Portugal. Now we're going to add the last of our Parmesan cheese. Maybe a little more, but we'll have to try that other cheese that the gal from Cyprus.
Sounds amazing. I didn't want to say it. We butcher everything.
We'll definitely have to try that. Then what I like to do at the very end is dot this with butter, especially around the edges, and then we don't
This is an important part.
cover it when we bake it. So
Someone loves your top.
we'll just.
It's made well.
Thank you.
We both have on a different version of the made well denim shirt.
So we'll go all the way around. We'll go all the way around just like this. It gives it an incredible flavor at the very end, and then it won't burn too much around the edges, but I just love the flavor.
It's
that-
kind of got everywhere.
Yeah, a little bit of the onion gives. So do you see how easy that is to put together? This is an incredible meal. If you were to go to a restaurant and order the Bolognese, Lasagna Bechamel,
I'm not exaggerating. I don't think
they-
I've had better
they would be
than this.
No, I tried to put a recipe together that reminded me of something that we ate between Italy and Spain. It was so delicious. So there we are. We're going to go and we're going to bake it at 400. We'll put it right into the oven. We'll bake it at 400 for, I'm going to set it here, for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes if it isn't bubbling. So there we have our.
Some put tin foil. What do you think?
If it starts to burn, then yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what
Okay.
else are we showing?
So that is what we're showing today. So
Let's
that
show the
was
bread.
quick and bring the
Put this
bread.
on a cutting board.
Yeah, let's put it right here.
Anyways, it's so good. You guys have to try it. Nothing beats homemade food, right? I agree. Nothing beats it.
So this is our
Here,
bread.
let's put it on this.
Yeah, Lizzie, show them. You make this a lot.
Yeah, I make all the breads a lot.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's different. It's so good on Italian night. And like she said, I love it in garlic bread. I love it as French toast.
You can get this many loaves out of one recipe.
Yeah.
Make 2 large.
And I just
or
put it
small.
all on the same cookie sheet. Like you don't
Yeah.
even need to get out 2 different ones. It's just perfect.
It's perfect, and it's so soft. I think
very
that's.
good. It's really
I think
good.
that's the main thing. Is it's a
You
very
put the
light
egg white on the
on the top, and do the sesame seeds if you want, but it's a very light crust on top, and then a very soft middle.
Yeah.
So it's exactly like the Italian bread that you get in Italy.
And a question that we honestly get a lot is the Kamut only good for bread? No. Like it is fabulous in bread, but if you want to come over and try my chocolate chip cookies and
Every
my
cake,
cake
every
and
cookie, every cookie,
my
every
sugar
cake.
cookie bars, which I need to show again. I mean, it really is so fabulous in everything. That's the beauty of it. It's not just buying like a bread flour, and a lot of you get confused about that.
Yes, exactly.
You think it's just a bread flour, but it has become this all-purpose white. It's literally all we use for everything. Like if you're making a roux, it's in the roux.
This is
It's
what I was going to say.
everything.
There's exactly. There's it's a half a cup or 3/4. I can't remember. Maybe it's a cup of flour, and that's what we're using.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This kind of lasagna is also delicious if you layer some veggies in it, like cooked butternut squash.
Oh yes,
Sounds
that's
amazing.
A great idea.
This is our Italian bread. This is our Italian bread that is in the first book.
Yes.
Under breads.
And I'll look that up for you. I wanted to check.
That is so nice.
It was
Thank you.
3/4 cup of flour in this, and I used the Kamut. That's all we use.
Well, it's literally
we don't
all we
have
use.
anything else in the
And
house.
if you want to come in our house and rate it, there is nothing else left. That is all we use. I made your chocolate chip cookies with Kamut last weekend, and they were so good, right? But I will tell you, every time anybody comes to my house and they want to try the Kamut, I will not let them buy it without the salt, because like she always said, it's true. It's a perfect marriage of both, and you can't have one without the other, because you have salt in all of your recipes and your cookies and everything. And oh my, I forgot to tell
It's
you
not
this.
the same.
We have the cutest little follower. I meant to repost this. She went and bought the little like pill containers, and she puts her salt in it. She said she can't go anywhere, not to a restaurant.
My goodness.
Nothing.
Yes,
I could not
fun.
stop laughing. She's like, I literally
We need to do
can't
that.
live without the salt. She's like, I'm salting with my own.
We need to do
should
that.
be doing that.
Well, I am going to do that. Thank you for the tip.
It made my
take
day.
I take my own bread everywhere I go. On vacation. So I'm going to do that with the salt. Thank you. Because it's so hard to live without. On page 222 in our first book, this talks all about breads. Not only do we teach you on our Instagrams, but in our cookbooks, it teaches you about rising and baking. And this is what it's showing right there, are our Italian loaves. But our books are not just a recipe. There's so many how-tos and all about your pantry and how to stock it and what to use on kitchen tools.
She nearly killed
everything.
herself, okay? She nearly killed herself. It really is. There is so much detail and so much thought planned and so much blood, sweat, and tears into these books. It's funny. It's
Yeah,
like,
it is
It's
funny.
amazing what she did. I mean,
It is
really,
funny.
it is like every detail, everything you need to know.
And then for those of you who don't know, that our books are done with theme nights. Monday, comfort food. Tuesday, Italian. Wednesday, fish, meatless, or breakfast. Thursday, Mexican. Friday, pizza. Saturday, grill. Sunday, tradition. And all of our bread, sides, and salads. So tonight is Italian night. So that's why we're showing you our lasagna bechamel. And we're going to be super excited to hear from you and to see who actually tries this recipe.
Yeah, we can't wait to see your pictures. Okay, and that cute girl, Ginger, did just put that link, so that's nice, Ginger. We are going to Florida. If any of our fannies out there are from Florida, you can come to the free event that we're going to be speaking at. So she put the link there. You just need to sign up. So I need to do a story in that too. But come visit. It's all free.
We can't wait.
And anybody
It's
can
down
come.
near Orlando, so we can't wait to tell you the exact name of the town.
Okay, can you tell your viewers why Kamut is better than any other brands? What makes it different?
So what makes Kamut different? Number one, it's organic. Number two, it's pure
It's
strain.
100% organic.
Yes. Pure strain. It's never been modified. This is an ancient grain that actually got started with just a few grains that came over from Egypt. In like
In what was it?
well, it was 19 in the 40s.
49.
Yeah,
1949. It's actually a really neat story. The
It's-
son was in the war, right?
Yes.
In Egypt, and he found the grains. He shipped them back to his dad that was a farmer, and he said, just start growing it. And anyways, my mom claims that even when she went up there, all the animals go towards the Kamut. Like they've got a whole field of everything
Different
to eat.
kinds of wheat.
And all they want to eat is the Kamut.
It's-
And so that's very interesting too, right?
It's so
But,
interesting.
Anyways, keep going.
It's so interesting that when the animals, the fowl in the air or the animals on the ground, when they have a wheat to choose from to eat, they choose the Kamut.
Okay, keep
I
going
think
why
that's
it's
so
good. I
interesting.
know, because
Okay.
we're going to stop in 30 minutes.
The
That's
other
our goal.
the other reason it's so delicious, it's number one, taste. Number two, texture, and number three, digestibility. It's the most beautiful grain you'll ever lay eyes on. It's a long, we have it in the other room, but we need
That
to.
is not the only reason we like it. Yes, it's beautiful to look at.
Yes.
But guess what? The digestibility is what's been blowing our minds because we were feeling it for us, but we have gluten intolerant that are all trying it. They can all handle it. We've got people crying that are saying they haven't had bread in 9 years. And
15 years.
I mean, yeah, they haven't been eating anything good. So what's beautiful about it is actually Austria, right?
Yes.
And Italy did a test on handling Kamut if you were gluten intolerant and all these things. Anyways, they had this big study. They noticed that Kamut was all the things that we just said. And so where they grow this, the reason this is it's a little bit more expensive than normal.
It gets half the yield that any normal flour does. And so half the yield, so there's
and
not
a lot
that
of
much
farmers
of it.
they're not growing a lot of
And
it.
so it ups the price a lot.
Right.
A
And
ton.
so what the thing is I think the reason a lot are becoming gluten intolerant is because our white flour is just been stripped of every nutrient, every good thing for you, and they're mixing a bunch of whatever
Wheats and everything together.
just to make a buck and to produce more masses of it, and that's why it's settling hard in our stomachs. So anyways, but the thing about it, just health aside, because we're not health freaks, we do like to eat healthy and have a variety and all the things we talk about, but it's really upgraded the taste of everything we do. And that's where I became sold, because I was worried about my cookies and my cakes and things like that, and it hasn't changed.
No.
It is better. How does that happen?
This is the all-purpose white, which is naturally enriched. We sell the whole grain, which is amazing. Both are superior to any other grain out there. And something that we've just been learning, it's actually really good not to mix a lot of different grains. And I think we're just about the only person that has been working with just Kamut solo, making bread with just Kamut. And everyone
We've become the only people now to be able to sell it in like 5 different states, because we're an infomercial every day. We really are passionate about it. Like getting the dinner table, like we only talk about things that we are passionate about. That's the cute girl that always says this, Marcy, my celiac dad eats it.
Oh my
and loves
goodness.
Kamut. She tells us this every time.
Yes.
Her celiac dad,
we have we have many celiac people now eating it. For those who will dare try it, we're not going to tell you to do that because we're not doctors.
I know.
That's for sure.
No, we are not doctors, so don't.
I wish we were.
I think we like to pretend we are.
Yeah, but we do know a little bit about nutrition. We've been following a meal plan that became a lifestyle for over 40 years now, and we know that it works, and we know that it's incredible.
How funny is this, Mom? I think I would eat it even if it gave me a stomach ache. I love the texture and flavor, and I feel great. See?
Oh, it's changed our lives. It's all I've eaten for 4 years. The salt and this Kamut, I feel like my health, my strength, I feel like
She's 100 and rocking it. I mean, look at her. No, really. She went to the doctor and she's really doing amazing. Yeah. She is shocked at her age.
It's good for cholesterol. It's good for lots of different reasons.
Okay, we have another question really
fast.
Let's
go. We need
I know we're going to stop. Do you have to modify the recipe if you use Kamut instead of all-purpose? The only thing you can modify.
You just... The only thing you do is use a tablespoon, 2 or less, and that's it.
You're just a little bit under a cup.
A little bit under
You're
a cup.
adding the same as your cookies and all of it, and you're doing the exact same bread rolls.
Yeah.
When it comes away from the bowl, or if you're doing the artisan bread where you add the full amount of flour, you're just going a little under a cup. It is not hard. Because it's a little more dense, so you don't want your stuff to become too dry. Right. Because your cookies or your whatever become too dry. Oh, I know. Our aprons will be here next month. You guys, they're the best.
End of next month.
They're the
so
best.
Excited.
We've tried everyone.
Yeah.
Something's smelling burning. Okay, we love you. Our warehouse is opening, so we've got to get off. Mr. Food Nanny is babysitting the children now.
Let's check our lasagna, and we'll show it to you in the story. Ooh, it's coming up nicely. We'll show it to him again in stories.
I love that, Alicia. Okay. That's amazing. Okay,
so
keep cooking. Your family is so worth it. I'm saying so worth it just to up.
It's so worth it. I love it. We'll be back on Friday with a super quick. This is probably our most time-consuming pasta. We'll be back with our one of our most quick pasta recipes on Friday, and then Vivi Margot will be with us on Saturday. So it's going to be such a fun week.
You guys can't miss the live on Saturday. Mark your calendars. You cannot miss it. It's going to be so interesting. Not only are we cooking, we're talking with her. It's going to be amazing.
We're teaching her French baguettes.
Yeah, she wants to learn French baguettes. So it's fitting. It's very fun. Don't miss it.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody
maybe we'll see you at the warehouse. Have a great day.
Bye.